Hey guys, welcome back. BDCK here. We're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of October 2nd, 2025. We are recording this one day early, so...
which we normally don't do.
Mm-hmm. The first thing is you should check the description of this video if we got anything minor wrong. And if we are posting this, it means that there are not enough major differences between our information that we provide and the actual information.
Right.
So, yeah, make sure to check out the description in case any of this is slightly wrong. The current character challenge is Injustice 2 Aquaman. That is a 1-week repeat. The required characters should be any Red Sun character, any Arkham character, and then any Batman. Red Suns you can get as challenge golds or gold pack random drops. Arkham characters as low as gold tier, and Batman as low as gold tier. If you're looking at sort of the lowest, the easiest way to get each of them.
Right.
His passive is Atlantean Tactics, which is when Aquaman does any special, he rinses any damage over time off him and puts it on his opponent with the effect doubled. He has 1,400 attack, 1,400 health. That's 1,400. He was last available on September 19th of last year.
Right. So let's start off with the easy stuff. He's got among the highest combined stats of any gold characters. And it's funny how the game, when they describe a passive, break it down, because sometimes they jam a bunch of different abilities into sort of one statement, and this is sort of like that because he's got two abilities, right? One is rinsing damage over time, which by itself would be significant. The second is that he's able to apply it to his opponent with the effect doubled. I guess if you were even if you were able to apply it, that would be something. The fact that it's doubled makes it even better. And I gotta tell you, that first ability, rinsing damage over time, is absolutely spectacular when you're facing Arkham Knight Catwoman. It's fine any other damage over time people, but against Arkham Knight Catwoman, so normally when you're facing her, she can't hit you, you gotta avoid getting hit by the last hit on her special, or you just will bleed out because you can't rinse it normally, except with Injustice 2 Aquaman. But when you can apply it to the opponent twice as hard, so sometimes I've been tempted to, when I know that the opponent's got a power bar, and I run into this trouble a few times recently with Batman Ninja Catwoman. She's got a bar power, so I tag in Injustice Aquaman to eat a special and then redirect it, and sometimes it's successful, and sometimes she hits me with a basic combo and drains my power, so I don't have a bar power left to actually reverse it. So we mentioned this earlier in the week. I still can't find the footage. I'm not exactly sure where it is. We've got footage in one of our older videos where Injustice 2 Aquaman is facing the opponent's Injustice 2 Aquaman. And I wrote down these details closer to the time, so I think these are right. But so they had 2 bars of power. Because we had distance and we blocked to keep the distance, they did a special one to give us bleed damage over time. We had power to rinse it and reverse it doubled. They did a second special one back at us to rinse it, and they doubled it back on us, and then they tagged out. Injustice 2 Superman tagged in with a shield, and because we're losing health at 4 times the normal rate, right? Once, twice, 4 times the normal rate of the special one damage time, we did an immediate special one. Superman blocked it. That meant his shield did not trigger, right? That's his passive, and it's one of the things that you actually have control. Normally that's actually a good thing. This case it was bad because he took all the damage over time and he bled out like stink. So the main problem is that passive is only useful against a small number of cases where you take damage over time, which in itself is a small subset of teams that do damage over time. It doesn't come into play that often. So you need to rely on something other than his passive, and thankfully he's overall pretty good. When you use Quake Engine, it doubles effectively. You get 50% boost if the opponent has less than 1 bar of power, but it basically doubles the damage over time that you give him because it restarts when it ends on whoever's in front of you. What makes him good, though, is... So you need something, because his special 1 does damage over time. It's got reduced damage because of that. His multi-hit special 2, each of the 4 hits, I'm not sure how much damage it does, because for the number of times that when I'm doing the special 2, either it crits or it doesn't, and sometimes I've got some bleed damage that boosts the damage. So it's hard to really say. Each of the 4 hits seems to do a decent amount of damage, None seems to be completely out of line with the others. The second hit is a little bit less ranged than the first, or the first hit maybe shoves the opponent enough that if you're not close, the second hit misses.
Mm-hmm.
And so what makes him really good, unlike other damage over times, bleeding is the only one that actually boosts damage taken, and it stacks. So each bleed boost will increase the amount of damage taken by 20%, and that also includes the damage over time taken. So stacking damage over time over and over again can bleed out almost anybody. Only thing slowing down are revives and invulnerabilities. One of the funny things I tried, and I haven't been really successful at yet, is, you know, when New 52's Shazam has no health and he's waiting to tag out so he can come back even stronger?
Yeah.
I've been trying to lock him in with Hawkgirl and back and forth with Aquaman to try to stack a bunch of damage over times so that when the next opponent tags in that they're bleeding out. I just can't seem to get it right, and that little bit of trying to mess around with doing something instead of winning the fight sometimes makes it impossible to actually do it.
Yeah, you run into trouble.
Yeah, but a good character, high stats, pretty powerful, decent speed, good special 2, and the mechanic of the damage over time is a lot of fun to play with. Yeah, absolutely.
Even if it's not often that useful.
Yeah.
Yep. We are 75 weeks into the end of that repeating challenge cycle that was consistent for a really long time. We are 21 weeks through phase 2 of sort of a new cycle.
Maybe repeating that 54-week cycle, yeah.
Yeah, so we're taking a look. Next week, we expect to see Luchador Bane.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week we expect Luchador Bane.
Mm-hmm. So there we go. This week's multiplayer reward is the Alien Artifact, which becomes Mother Box. When it's maxed out, it gives you a 28% max health increase, a 30% chance to blink against Special 2, and the Evolved ability, which is a 100% power drain chance at the start of the match. It was last available in February of this year. We expect next week to be Cassandra Kim Batgirl.
Because she's the beginning of the cycle, and the last sort of iteration of the cycle was Metahuman Flash. It was supposed to be Soul Taker Sword. Yeah. So this is going to tell us whether
we'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to figure that out. So what I got to say about Alien Artifact? I mean, and Mother Box. I mean, it's not, to me, this isn't really on par with any of the other legendary gears. So our bias has always been towards offensive gears. So max health increase, it may be good compared to other health increases, but it isn't enough. 30% chance of blinking Special 2 is a unique gear ability, and normally that's a good thing, but
it would have been better before Tantu Totem, right?
Sure. And it became useless because of Tantu Totem.
I guess it's not would have been, it was slightly better. Yeah, Tantu Totem makes it for any multiplayer fight where your specialist is kitted out properly. They should have Tantu Totem. Yeah. And that means that when you're fighting anybody with a kitted out specialist, that blink essentially does nothing.
Right.
It just delays the fight.
Right. So there's a couple of situations actually where I look forward to Mother Box, and I'm actually hoping that it blinks. One of them is when I'm using Justice League team with New 52 Wonder Woman, where her passive, when she spends it, she gets it back because it does no damage, and then she's giving it to all her teammates. And so you're basically powering up your team every time it blinks.
Yeah.
At no cost. The other case is with the Bounty Hunter Lobo, where I don't know if it counts. It feels like it does to power up his passive, where each time you complete a Special 2, you get the power back. So you get a chance to do another Special 2, and it increases the amount of damage over time and how long it lasts. So he just becomes more and more powerful. And the last ability, the power drain, can be a bit useful only because it works against the first slot of the opponent no matter who is holding Mother Box. It's also a unique ability, but it's just not good enough to really push that over the top, right? We pretty much set up all our teams so that when we face Mother Box, that doesn't bother us at all. And it feels like there's just not enough there in the gear to make it worth one of our 9 slots on the team. Those slots are precious. If you had nothing else and this was your only gear, I guess it would be worth it. It's that opportunity cost to put it on the team.
Yeah, it's not that it's not good, it's that there's normally something better for any specific type of thing you're building.
Right. Because we are not doing this the same day as we are uploading it, we cannot know we don't know what's in the store. Previously, though, when Luchador Bane was the upcoming character, there wasn't a pack that would be sort of a corroborating clue.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll change. I mean, it's not like there isn't any Luchador Bane packs. I think that he's on the tag team, right?
Yeah, but as of most recently, there wasn't, and we're not going to guess.
Yeah.
Moving on, Phantom Zone has 1 week left. Fight 62 is still broken. Last weekend's breakthrough for golds was Zatanna, Flash, and Solomon Grundy, so we expect this upcoming weekends to be Raven, Superman, and the Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
And there's a link in the description to a thread from the Injustice Mobile subreddit from Devlin16 that goes over the complete breakthrough cycle if you want to take a look at that yourself.
Right.
As far as current glitches go, we go into more detail either every time something significant changes or on the first week of every month, which is today. So right now.
Yeah. I mean, it is today, the day before we're releasing this video when we're actually filming this.
So, moving on to current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video or checking out our playlist current working glitches. Right. We are Android users only, so iOS users, you're a little bit out of luck if you're looking for information here. Yeah. Starting off with significant not working glitches, stuff that you might want to do, or if you're coming back and remembering, I used to be able to do this, can I still, right? Because it's harder to look that up and find information on it. Yep. There is no glitch for power credits. On Season 6, Episode 9 of our P&Q and CNA&T, we talk about a glitch that people were using, at least at the time, that involved 2 devices being logged simultaneously into one account. We only are willing to endorse glitches that we will test ourselves and that we can in good conscience recommend, and anything that either requires 2 devices in one account or 2 accounts in one device to mess with your data is risky. You can get banned, you can get your account messed up in ways that are impossible to fix without the help of like a hacker or
and
like
sometimes even
party.
then you can't.
And so whenever there's any risk of losing everything, we consider that a high enough risk that it is not worth trying out. All the glitches that we endorse have to basically, as far as we're aware, have like little to no risk, have essentially 0 risk. And we know there's known ways that you can mess up your account. So anything that requires, 2 devices or 2 accounts to execute a glitch is not worth doing.
Right. Glitch for getting repeated past multiplayer season rewards is not working. If that's actually happening to your account, it's something that you should shut down immediately so it doesn't lock in and it doesn't mess up your progress. The glitch for getting early multiplayer season rewards is not working in a way that's exploitable. It is happening to some people when they don't even realize it, which is probably one of the most common reasons why at the end of a season people don't get the reward that they feel like they've earned because they already got the reward earlier in the season. And often seems to happen when people are playing the game during the time where the season switches over. And there's no glitch to get through Phantom Zone quickly, but we've definitely got some really cool speed runs.
Yeah, you can do it really fast if you use the right techniques.
Yeah.
The glitch to let you get free energy without watching the video for that ad energy is not working. That's separate from time shifting for free energy, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Moving on to the working glitches, the glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly is still working, as of today, I guess. Yeah. It's possible that something could change by tomorrow, but it's very unlikely.
So, and the challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is working. It was confirmed on the previous Regime Hawkgirl challenge. Like we said earlier, we were filming this early, so the challenge hasn't come out yet. We believe strongly it's going to be Injustice 2 Aquaman.
Yeah, and there's no reason to believe that the glitch wouldn't continue to work.
Right, because there's something fundamental about how it works.
Without an update, right? It just doesn't make sense.
The only time it doesn't work is when you're not able to connect properly to your Google account through Injustice.
Yeah, and so the 2 common problems that people have when they're executing the glitch is either the cloud icon doesn't appear, which means you're disconnecting from the internet too early, and that the progress remains, but the cloud does appear, which means that you're probably disconnecting too late.
All right, so just to be clear about that, one problem is that the cloud doesn't appear, And one problem is that the cloud does appear.
And it doesn't reset the progress.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're basically the same glitch, right? The challenge reset and the Phantom Zone reset, they are both exactly the same thing. So it's really important that you are careful about doing it mindfully, that you know that you're going to be removing progress for both. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? About those common problems? That really just tells you that you've got to get your timing right.
Mm-hmm.
And if, when you don't disconnect from the internet at all, like this is the one way to test. Some people are saying, well, I'm not getting cloud and I'm not getting, they keep on doing it. Then don't disconnect from the internet. Do all the other steps. And if the cloud still doesn't appear, then you know it's a problem with your Google Play Save account.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So there we go. We also have a comment in the description from Tanmay Kakde, which goes over how you can move data around instead of needing to re-download data when you clear your app data, which is necessary on some versions of Android and some devices.
Right.
And it just lets you save a lot of time and a lot of bandwidth if that's an issue for you.
Right.
At the expense of needing more space on your device.
Right.
The breakthrough glitch to let you play repeatedly is still working. The airplane mode / refund glitch is working. That's good for packs with random drops and last laugh tickets. It doesn't work for anything that requires an online connection. So that doesn't work for Phantom Zone. That doesn't work for like any real money packs that have random drops.
Yeah.
Time shifting still works for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. As always, return your clock back to normal before you finish and start playing again as normal and before you reconnect to your Wi-Fi. Because if you don't, that's where you run into the issue where the timed stuff, so like the challenges, the packs, get messed up on your account a little bit.
Right, and they don't show up when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And in between not working and working glitches, there is the very unique promotion glitch, the one that would let you promote characters that are still locked. The conditions have not been right since update 2.14, so it is still not testable, still not usable, but it has also never failed us still. Because it's been so long since the conditions are right, we can't test it. It cannot be successful, it cannot be a failure.
So there we go. And that'll do it for this week. To finish up, we'd like to give a huge thank you to all of our lovely patrons on Patreon. You want to do the honors?
Yeah, that would be Michael Devries, Irvin Ruiz, Hoshi127, Nora Klimek, and Miguel, who are supporting us on the credited level.
So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support for all of you. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.